We're here at Rennsport Reunion 7. I'm here with John Church from JDC-Miller Motorsports, and we are here with the latest Porsche race car. And John, let's talk a little bit about how you all got involved with racing Porsches.
Be sure to log into your YouTube account, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video.
We got involved with racing Porsches about a year and a half ago. Started looking at this project with PCA and just chose this platform and loved the car and loved the concept, and it's been awesome.
So you guys are a privateer team. You're not a factory-backed team.
Correct. Yep.
Obviously, you do get some support from Porsche.
Yes.
Racing their cars.
We get a lot of technical support from Porsche, and they build just an unbelievable product. So we're, it's been pretty easy, honestly.
Awesome.
The transition has been very straightforward.
Very cool. Let's talk a little bit about the car itself, hybrid technology. What were some of the technical hurdles you had to overcome to have a competitive car?
I think, the hardest, or the biggest hurdle for us is just learning and understanding the equipment. We've adapted, I think, quite well, but a lot of it comes back to Porsche and the development that they've done, and they've made that transition very easy for us with a lot of technical support and a lot of help with just advice and how to run things.
Good. So what we'd like to do now is maybe just kind of do a little walk around the car.
Yeah.
Point out some of the aerodynamic and technical features of the car. So
Yep.
why don't we just start here in the front?
Yeah, well, all of the cars now are in a pretty tight window on the downforce and whatnot. Porsche has done something really nice here where they don't have dive planes on the front to get knocked off. So on the dive planes, you keep your aero pretty steady and whatnot.
Much cleaner front end,
Very
less
clean.
of issues, like you said, of
Right.
losing a dive plane, then losing downforce and affecting the overall handling of the car.
Yep, exactly. We move back here. The body's very simple, straightforward. Easy to take on and off, easy to replace. Rear wing, we've only got a few options there that we're able to run now with the real tight aero windows that everybody runs in. And, very straightforward and logical.
Yep. And you obviously got a great race team, a bunch of great drivers behind you here.
Oh, yeah.
Racing the car. So why don't we take a look inside the cockpit and see what we got going on there.
Yeah, so the cockpit is obviously not very spacious. Gets a little warm in there, lots of electronics. We've got a bag and some other stuff in here right now, but on the steering wheel you've got I don't know how many different switches and different options for changing all the parameters on the hybrid deployment, recoup, things like that.
Gotcha.
So.
Air conditioning in the cockpit for the drivers to keep them comfortable, keep them cool, keep them alert.
Yep, exactly.
The heat that these cars generate, I'm sure, between the combustion engine and the hybrid systems doesn't, will certainly do a number on the drivers. So keeping them cool and comfortable, certainly helps them run longer stints and obviously be much more alert in the cockpit. So
yeah, exactly. And we got a drink tube there with all the electronics in here and all the heat that's given off. Just the AC is absolutely important for the drivers to stay cool and keep their head and be able to do double stints when needed.
Yep. Again, super tight fit. I'm sure different inserts for the seats for the drivers so they're comfortable.
Yes. Yep.
In terms of pit stops.
Yep.
How long of what's your normal pit stop time for tires, fuel, and a driver change?
Well, for energy replenishment, we're on a 40-second for a full tank equation. So depending on how much energy is left in the tank, sometimes it's as much as 39, 40 seconds. Sometimes it's as little as 15. Tires take about 15 seconds. A driver change is around 15, 16 seconds. So you've got a few options there on stops.
It's amazing the drivers can squeeze out of this tight cockpit, get another driver in, belted in, in 15, 20 seconds. It's pretty amazing.
Not something I can do anymore.
If I get in, I certainly won't be able to get out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they get a crane for guys like us. So.
Yeah, so you talked a little bit about aerodynamics in the rear with the wing and some limited adjustability there. So let's talk a little bit about the rear of the car and some of the aerodynamics back here.
Yeah, so here you've got your typical, dual element wing. We're in a real tight window. I think we've got 3, maybe 4 adjustments we can use there. Fixed. Everything else on the back of the car is fixed, and there's just a couple of small diffusers on the outside of the skirt that you're really susceptible to losing in any kind of contact, and that's it. So very clean, very efficient. To do repairs, the rear wing assembly comes off, engine cover comes off, and everything's right there. So very easy to pull apart, maintain, service, and get back out.
And then I'm assuming, obviously, with the hybrid system, mechanics working on the car, specially trained for the electrical currents that are running through the car.
Correct.
Make sure they're safe.
Yeah, everybody's been through a level 1 training, and then we've got 3 mechanics that are all at a level 3 training, and then they all are well versed in the various aspects of the high voltage system.
What's amazing now in the race cars, all the telemetry and the communication back and forth that the drivers, not only are they working, driving, situational awareness, cars around them, setting up passes, but now all the communication that's coming from the pit box back to the drivers in terms of tire temperatures, pressures, how the car's performing, engine, hybrid system. So I think for the drivers, there's so much to take in while they're driving. Back in the day when there was limited communication, they're just focused on driving, but now there's just so much coming back to the driver. So in terms of your team in the pit box, obviously you have your mechanics working on the car. How many engineers and support staff do you have working on the pit wall during a race?
During the race, there's roughly 16 of us. There's 6 guys over the wall, 1 driver helper, 5 2 fuelers, and 3 tire changers. On the pit box itself, there's 6 of us working strategy, watching gauges, watching various things, and we're then relaying information back to the drivers as to here's what we need. We need to bring some tire pressures up. We need to work on this, work on that, whatever, and giving them some adjustments to make for that. So.
Fantastic. Just a lot of technology packed into this car.
Oh yeah. And tons of technology.
We really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us, giving us a walk around this great car, and best of luck to you and the drivers this season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the
Thanks,
support.
John.
Thank you.